Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com and I am really excited you're joining me today. This is a pre-recorded video and we are going to be making 5 to 10 minute cards, Christmas cards, because this has an emphasis on Christmas cards. I have been hearing a lot of people saying, hey, I need a card that it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes that I can like almost make on the go, right? And that's not something that I do usually. I like my more elaborated cards, but I want to talk to you guys about the Santa Express suite, and I think with it you can probably make easy 25-30 cards, maybe more, I don't know. We're going to work together on it because this is something that just happened. I was thinking about it and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, we're going to do this video and we're going to work together to create those simple cards without a lot of planning. And I want to make an emphasis on that. There's not a whole lot of planning on this. It's on the go. So let's, before I go, sorry, I am, if you don't know, a independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and if you are interested in one of our catalogs, please send me an email to maria@mariascraftingcorner.com and I will love to send you a free complimentary catalog. We have 2 catalogs at this time. We have the mini catalog, which I'll show you here in a second, and the annual catalog. Okay, so if you're really interested, send me an email and your address and I will gladly send that to you. Also, if you want to go and visit my website and learn about the rewards, I think you will be pleasantly surprised about the rewards and everything you can get for free and ways to get stuff for free. And who doesn't like free, right? Okay, let's go to the crafting table. See if that goes. Here we go. Much better. Okay, I have the catalog. This is a mini catalog and it's already opened in page 16. And this is the Santa Suite, Santa Express Suite. I like to mix and match things. Look at the beautiful stuff that you can make with it. But I'm going to show you here. This is what the suite brings. The suite, the total suite is $107, but you'll be shocked about the amount of stuff that comes in those $107. This suite brings some cards. I'll show them to you. Brings a memory. It's called Santa Express Memory and More card pack. It brings some bling. It brings a beautiful iridescent trim. It brings embossing folders and the specialty paper, or designer series paper. It's not a specialty paper, I don't believe. No, it's just designer series paper. It brings the dies and the stamps, all for $107. Really worth it. Let me put this aside and let me show you one by one all the stuff that it's in here. So this is the stamp set. I absolutely love it. I love that you can color all these images. I love the sentiments it brings. I love the happy penguin, and it brings, of course, all the dies to cut those stuff. Even this one to cut like where the train tracks, right? So I think this is amazing. It brings a little wreath, which is easy and great to use on its own, right? So it's worth it. This stamp set will go a long way. This is very, very Christmas focused, sorry, but definitely worth it. So this is the stamp set. This is the paper, and I'll show you real quick the paper. I should have been more prepared, but like I really meant when I said this is on the go. Really beautiful tones. It's Poppy Parade, Shaded Spruce, Mint Macaroon, pretty, I always make Petal Pink. I always mix those up. Look at this beautiful paper. This is very shaded spruce. I love that you can cut these with the dies. Let me show you this, which is by far one of the things I love the most about Stampin' Up, that they create dies that you can cut within the paper. So look at that. Isn't that amazing? So you can cut that one. I love this one too. This is the same one. We've seen that one. I absolutely like and adore this one. I think it's super useful. You just cut it and you have a scene, right? All you have to do is put those it's not here. Well, here is one. These, put this, cut one and glue it, cut the other and glue it, and you have the scene ready. There's nothing else to it. And this one, so very beautiful paper, very useful, super fun. I think I'm gonna put that away too. Now it brings, these are actually the embossing folders. I'm gonna show them to you like this. It has some mountains, which I love, and a little like kind of bellish, right? Really cute. It brings both of them. So I'm gonna remove these. I'm gonna put this here on this side. These are they're called stars, adhesive back stars. Really cute. I love this. Super useful, I think, which is, you know, what we need. This is the trim. I have not even opened it. So much for planning, huh? Woo. I love this trim. It's gorgeous. Look at how beautiful it is. And maybe we will not be able to really see it. There you go. Really iridescent. It's hard to see that. Maybe there is easier to see. And finally, which is going to be the start of the show today, we're going to talk about, these are the card and envelopes. So it brings 20, so 10 red and 10 green. Sorry. Super fun envelopes. Look at that, right? Obviously, I have an extra here. I'm not sure what this. Oh, this is a paper pumpkin one. I'm like, where's that from? And these are the card bases that it brings. So you can absolutely use this one or this side. These are bigger card bases. These are, oh, I don't have it. I think these are 7.5. Let me bring my trimmer, which is how we measure everything in my world. Let's see. So these card bases measure actually 6 and 6.25, it looks like, and they will end up measuring 4.25. So 6.25 by 4.25, and you have these two and the green ones. And I really like that you have the different colors in each, so you can actually play with it a lot. So this is what we got. Super useful. Putting that aside as well. And I'm going to show you now the memory pack. It's called, like I said, Sand Express Memories and More card pack. But I love these because these will make a card in seconds, right? You have, of course, same as always with Stampin' Up, it's double-sided. You have a huge variety of these. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It has another huge variety of smaller sentiments that you can play with, or smaller cards that you can play with. Look at that. I love this one. There's that one. This is great to make cards, but it's also great for scrapbooking if you're into scrapbooking. It brings some stickers to play with. You can make a little card with these. Just super useful. I made this card a while ago just to show a friend how easy it is. It just counted a couple things, 5 minutes. And more of those card bases, which are lovely, right? Again, they're double-sided, so you can play with them a lot. Look at how beautiful this one. Finally, it brings, not finally because we have two, it brings some like wood cutouts, and I absolutely love this. You just need to use you can use your alcohol blenders, you can use markers, you can use ink, whatever, to color this. And look at that, it brings a lot of little stars, and actually you can even emboss them. May not be easy with the smaller ones, but totally worth it. And finally, it brings some acetates with accents. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Is it hard to see? Let me bring my silicone craft sheet. That's much better. And this one with the regular ho. And finally, oh no, there's 4 of them. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And merry and bright. Okay, so all these you will get in your little in your pack if you were to buy this. And I think that if you just use these and the cards and these envelopes, you will be able to create a lot. I am bringing today some of my cardstock, just so I don't, use all of it, but it's whatever you have available you can use. On its own, you can probably make just the most beautiful cards without a whole lot of stuff on it. So let's see. What do we want to work first? I am a very good friend of red. So let's go ahead, fold I'd love to know where my bone folder is. Here it is. Fold the card, go with the bone folder, and then you have the ability to create something here or use this side. I'm going to try to use this one, which is a lot of fun. And I am going to bring, if I can, a piece of Poppy Parade, and I am glad that I measured this. So we said this is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, I believe. So we're going to cut these at 6 1/8, which is right there. Oh, it's not going to let me. It's fighting with me. I'm going to move these because we have to. So 6 1/4 is right there. And I'm actually going to cut 2 because we are going to make, we're going to use it more. And we said 4 1/4, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to move these back in here. And we're going to put this in here. I'm just making sure it is the right measurement. Oh, so it's 6 1/8 by 4 1/8. Sorry about that. I was not thinking very clearly, obviously. So we're taking just 1/8 off each, and we are going to put this one in here. And now let's think, what do we want to use with this? I really like this one. Of course, red and red, not good. But we can play a little bit with these. Let's see. Or we can use something different. I'm looking at the stuff I have in here to see what can I use to make this fun. And I'm liking these. Look at that. If I center these and this in here, you have already a perfect card. Right? Isn't that super simple? Like, it surprises me always when you are able to do that stuff so simple because somebody else thought about making it easy for you. So I like these on its own. We just have a card. And let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal Plus, add it to the red one. And you know what? I just thought of something. I'll be right back. I am thinking I want to use this green instead. And no, too much. It was a good idea. So maybe the shaded spruce. I'm gonna bring these. Yep, I think it needs to be in green. So I'm going to move everything I have here which is a lot because I have all my cardstock here, so it's easier for us to play with it. Let me bring these, and we said it needs to be 6 1/8. It's playing with me, huh? 6 1/8 by 4 1/8, right? Okay. I think it just felt too red. So we're going to pop up here some more color on it. Oops, sorry about that's noisy. So let's go ahead and put this one in here. We'll center the best we can. And there you go. Oh, that's not very center, Maria. I will do. And now we're going to pop it in here. And we're just going to do this again. And go ahead and pop it there. And there you go. A perfect card in like seconds, right? Now we can put something in here, and that's what I was thinking about, is we can use some extra stuff. Where are my... Okay, I need to organize. You guys have to give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to put the smaller ones there, the bigger ones out here. And I can't find what I'm looking for, because why would I find what I'm looking for when I'm looking for it, right? How would that go? Wouldn't life be so easy? Oh, here it is. So I was thinking we can use some of these in here. I thought I have both. Let me see. So just really, really simple. It does not need to be a complicated thing. I am thinking... Oh, I like this one. See? Something simple. I'm going to put it in here. And there you go. A little detail, another card, and it's ready. All right, took me like 2 minutes because I was not sure what I was doing. Let's try some green. We're going to go ahead, fold. This one has like some white splashed on it, which I really like. Let's see what we want to do with this one. We already used this one. Oh, you know what? I really like this one, huh? We can do this one in green, or bring some mint macaroon, which is... No, I think it looks great on that. Look how simple is that. So we're going to do these. Okay. I'm miscalculating these. These are, I think these are about 1/4 smaller. And so it's not my typical 1/8. Look, isn't that just, you just made a card? I love when things can be this simple, right? So I, of course, would like to do something else with it. And I'm thinking in one of these we can find something we like. I am thinking I want to cut these. We can try to cut these and put it in here, and that'll be fun, I think. Let's bring our trimmer real quick. We'll see how this goes. Okay. We can put this one. I like this one. Let's cut that one. Because it's got like the same color coordination. Or this one. Actually, let me do this. We are going to put the candy cane in there, but we are going to cut it. If you don't like fussy cutting, it's fine. You don't have to do it. I just figure I'll put some red in there just to give it a pop, and just fun. I'll cut that here in a minute. That area is a little bit more complicated because this is a smaller candy cane. Okay, see, I didn't cut this very well. Okay, that one's a little better. And now we will, we're going to put this one in here. We're going to put this one in there. And that's it. Look at that. Super simple, huh? I'm going to, oh, you know what I'm going to do extra? Let me bring these. It may be too late now. We'll do it. It'll be fine. So I'm just going to tie these. I am not a bow person. I know you guys know that. If you've been here before, I have always say you have the right to laugh at me and my inability to make bows, and it's fine. I can deal with that. But because I have that, then I tend to just make little knots like that just for decoration. We're going to bring some dimensionals to pop this up, since the ribbon is thick. And I'm gonna put a couple in the middle, just like so. Our dimensionals, if you have been a stamper for a while, or a paper crafter for that matter for a while, you probably know that sometimes it's hard to get the right quality stuff. Okay, I'm going to move that a bit. It's going to go there, and this is going to hold this down, so that's why I didn't even worry about putting glue, because this is going to hold it down like so. And then we're going to bring our little candy cane, and we're going to put some glue on it. And I am actually going to put it inside like that. And there you go, card number 2. Since you have this other piece, you can absolutely put this piece in here, maybe there centered, or create a whole, let me see, let's create a background and an area for you. You don't need to do this. This is me being facetious, me being stubborn. So this will be 6 by 4. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller than the other one, and we're going to bring some cardstock. This would be 3, oops, there's 2 of them here. This will be 3/8, and I'm going to cut it because we're probably going to have a few of those, by 5 7/8. So 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, and we're going to just move this around. I'm going to move that. Let me throw all the trash. I'm going to stamp in here. Let me see what we want to do. Oops, this is so beautiful. Again, we can just put a, let's do the gist of Merry Christmas. Obviously, I like it. I've been using it quite a bit. You can tell it's red and red. But this card has less emphasis on red and more on green. So I'm going to use the mint macaroon. And we're going to go ahead and, whoops, I'm going to try it in here. I always does. Oh, you can tell. And we are going to put our Merry Christmas up here, And let me clean the stamp for a minute. And you know what? Let's see if there is. There are some little stars, and I'm going to use those in our petal pink, which is the other color, in the card, and just put them there. And that's it. So now let me move tragedy out of the way, because that's always tragedy. And we are going to glue, well, use our Stampin' Seal Plus, bring our little piece of mint macaroon, center, and we'll go in here and center. I hope my Stampin' Seal Plus does not abandon us today. And then we center. Just remember this is a quarter smaller, not an eighth. And that's it. Simple. I absolutely love this. Let's see. I think we're taking about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes each, right? Give or take. Let's bring the red one. And we're going to use the red side. Okay, guys. Did you see these? Isn't this like adorable? Absolutely adorable. I like it very much, but it's a little strong. Let's just, not the paper I'm looking for. Let me see. I have another piece of white. So we are going to cut these at 6 1/4. Did we say 6 1/8? Not 6 1/4. I'm cutting a lot, and then I'm cutting at 4 1/8. So an eighth smaller each. Let me move that out of the way. So by doing that, we are just creating a little bit of so I think that I love these, but it clashes. That's how I feel with the red. It's too strong for me. So we're going to put a little bit of white, and that will make it much easier. Oh my God, I hate to use this. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll center. This is an eighth smaller, remember? And that one is not too centered, but oh well. Let's see, making sure I'm using the right place. See how that goes. And this does not have an up or down, as you can tell. I'm going to make it this way so I can try to fix this since it's not too well centered. Maria. And again, it's an eighth. And there we go. Now, let's check our pieces here that have those two colors. So I love this one. It's just beautiful, beautiful. I love the message. I love all about it. That may be the one we'll be using. Let me see. Let me see what else we got. Nope, not those colors. I thought there was another one, but oh well, I'm not seeing it. So obviously, if you plan these a little better, you'll have easier. It'll be easier. I told you guys I was doing this on the go, but I really like this. And again, we're going to bring our trim, and we are going to actually put the trim in here. And yes, I am going to try to make a bow. So don't laugh. Actually, you can laugh. It's fine. I laugh at myself all the time when I'm trying to make these bows. That's good enough. Okay, let's move this here. This one there. It's this ribbon is super easy to handle, I have to say, because it's thicker and it does not slide. So we have our little ribbon there. We have our bow that is not perfectly perfect. We're going to cut that one there, and we're going to put this up in dimensionals, partially because we are using the trim, and that's a little thick. I'm gonna put a couple in here, and we're gonna center, and that'll be it. Oh, guess I forget why I have these for, huh? And one last one, and then we'll center this, throwing away the pieces as best as we can, and there you go. Perfect. Another card. We have 3 already. I want to do one with this one. I can't help it. I love him. I love him. I love him. And so in order to do that, I have to bring another piece. This is Sahara sand. But look how beautiful that looks. So I am going to bring one of our red pieces, and we're going to use the red area just like we did. If you guys would see, oh God, you can see a little, it's a little bit messy. I'm moving my stuff. We are going to make this. So let me think this through for a second. We're going to put another one of these. So we said this is already at 6 1/4, didn't we? This is the one we cut. 6 1/8, 6 1/8. This is 6 1/8. So we need 4 1/8. We're going to cut, oops, cut that one. Move that away. And then we're going to move these, we're going to cut this one at, not 1/8, we're going to cut, it will be, this is going to be 3 7, 3 and, let's see, 3 3/4 by, let's see, 6 by 5 3/4. I think that will keep more or less the same dimensions. Moving that out of the way. So this is just a tiny bit smaller to make this fit. And I'm just thinking I want it smaller still. So this is about, let me see. So that's about 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch, I said. I'm calculating here, peeps. Okay, there's 4. It needs to cut a little bit more. I think that's more or less where I need to cut. I'm going to move a tiny bit. I'm actually going to cut at the 1/2 inch here, because it's always easier to cut a tiny bit extra than it is to recut again. So it looks like it needs about 1/4, and that will work. And now we have this perfect, beautiful Christmas card. Let's start adding pieces. This one will go here. Oops, I'm trying. We'll center this. See, it was a good calculation we did, guys. And then this one will go here. Ah! Should we see that? And this is going to go here as is. So if you notice here, this is not going to be perfectly centered in the sense that these sides are going to be bigger than these sides, but it's going to work fine. I'm going to put that one there, and making sure we have the right one. So all we did here was create some layers. And then we have a wonderful Christmas card. Let me put this. to play with, right? This is an 1/8 smaller. And there you go. Isn't this super cute? Well, the only extra thing we're going to do is I'm going to just cut a tiny piece of this. This is 2 3/4, it looks like, and I'm going to make it 2 about an inch. So I'm going to cut I'm going to cut a little bit more. So this is 1.5 inches. And actually, it occurred something to me. We are going to bring our, I don't know why this is so dirty, man. I talk so much about keeping them clean, and I don't know why it's so dirty. Let me clean that real quick. Okay. So we'll bring our block, and I want this in red, and we are using Poppy Parade, which is a very deep red. Let me show you guys. It's like red, all the way red. So we are going to sit this here. I'm using my grid paper to center. I mean to put this straight, not center-ish. And then I can see it's not totally. And my big head is going to go. And there you go. And so what we're going to do now is we are going to trim this like the words, just super quick, nothing too fancy. If you want, just like that, you know, a little bit of whimsical cutting, mainly because, you know, I'm not really a good cutter, so okay. And now we're going to bring some dimensionals. 2 will do, I believe. Taking those, and we'll just put this in here. And that's done. Just that. Super simple. You could have done this straight. Thinking I like it more straight, but yeah. Hey, don't ever leave something if you're not fully sure of what you want. So I'm going to do about 1 inch this time. I think we don't need that whole 1.5 inches, hopefully. Wish me luck, because we probably need it now because I just left it. Okay, let's do this again. You can, that's the advantage of the polymer one, so that you can actually see if it's well inked. This is going to be tighter. I'm going to go, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to go to one end, and I am going to use one of my very favorite bunches. It has, I think it's 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1 inch. It's super useful. Oops, I absolutely love it. It's sometimes hard to get it in. I guess I cut a little bit more than 1 inch, but we're gonna try it as is. Sometimes it's a little bit harder, especially if, like in here, you don't have a whole lot to hold on to. And you can tell here that it is not completely centered, and so you can play with that and make it as centered as possible. See? And we're gonna cut that. And now we have a little bit of stuff in here, and we are going to bring, these are last year gems. I'm just going to use this because these are really cute, and I love the strength of the red. Is very similar to the red we're using. Of course I had to mess it up in here, and I'm going to use a smaller one up here. Yeah, let's bring this. You know what, I absolutely like it better as is with these ideas. So we're going to bring one in here, one in there, and I'm going to center this in here as best as I can, and then I'm going to bring another one of these and just put it up here. That's it. Simple card. This is going to be the whimsical side, but this is really beautiful on its own. We have 3 cards so far. What you guys are thinking? Do you guys like it? I think this is a wonderful, wonderful suite to play with. Moving that out of the way. This red is, and Maria does that. This red is like really hardcore. So when I say be careful, be careful. Look at that. It's like alive, guys. It's super deep. I am putting all my stuff away. The last one I want to do something with these because I really like this color. Let's see what we can find on that color with that color. So we'll need, I think we'll need a green base. Okay. That could work. What if you guys think? It's taking me a little bit to reach to what I want to do. So maybe it's not for today. I really like that one. Oh, you know which one I like too? I like this one very much. We should totally use this. Don't you think? Okay, let's focus on getting this one decorated. So it has a lot of that dark green. Oh, you know which one I think will do really well? I'm looking for it, guys. I really got all messy in here, so I am not kidding. Let's see. This is the one that matches perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna just center this one in here, and we're gonna do this a little bit different. Whoops. So we'll center these as best as we can. I'm really using these two more as a guide than this one and that one. So, okay, I think we are fairly okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to put dimensionals in here. And we're going to put a few. So like 3 per side. I think that will do. Maybe 4 in this side. Right? And then and one here and one here. Man, that's a lot of dimensionals, lady. And we are going to bring again our little trim. Oops, that didn't cut well. And we are going to trim in here. Kind of do the same we did before. Oh, you know, you guys know, I just have an idea. Okay, let me go. We'll finish this here in a minute. Like that. We are going to make a bow again. I need to learn how to make bows, right? I mean, it's kind of lame that being a crafter and all, I don't know how to make bows. I get it. It is kind of lame, I agree. But it is what it is. Hey, this bow it's not that bad. I'm actually pretty, almost proud. Okay, this is a discussion for another day. There it is, mostly. I'm gonna give it like that, leave it like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? But I am thinking, do I want to make this a little bit more complicated? So we can bring the shaded spruce, and I think we have one almost ready here. Just need to take an 1/8 on this side. This needs to be 4 1/8. Let's see if it's going to work. This is what we're going to do. We're going to cut these at, I'm going to bring it like this, and we're going to cut at 2. Maybe at 2, no, I'm going to do 1 3/4. Move that away. This is going to look like this. We are going to bring, oh, Maria, I'm so funny sometimes. Almost. This is 3. This is going to be 2 and 2.5. This is already cut on mine, so we need, this needs to be 2 and 3/8. Let's see. Yep, that works. Okay, let's go ahead and some designer, some Stampin' Seal Plus on Designer Series paper. You guys hear that? Man, girl. And we are going to bring our beautiful trimmy side in here. We're not going to need these, obviously, but we'll take them here in a minute. I'm just making sure that at least a good half of them. So it seems like these, I just want to make sure, yeah. So I'm going to move these a little bit up higher. Oops. And that is not working. It almost worked. I'm going to move these a tiny bit higher. So this is well packed in there. And yes, I know that we will need now to really adhere the ribbon. So in order to do that, I am going to put some glue all around here, if it will come. Okay, there it is. And I'm using these, and it will stay there. Okay. And now I'm just going to remove these friends. So I guess the message is with the right products, the right products, Maria, you can really do so many things so quickly. So we are going to keep this up so I can see better where this needs to go. I'm centering these 3 areas, right? And now you have a tiny fun fold. You see, isn't that super cute? We're gonna have to leave these up here so this actually glues. So I'm gonna leave it open to check it later. And now that I think about it, we're going to need something here. And these, that's too much the same. I think I'm going to put this one. Oh, that's painful. I really like that. Sienna. And we're going to center. And now, there you go. There's your card, and you can write in here. And there you go. What do you guys think? Isn't this cute? So we have a huge variety. I am sorry this is so messy. I should have not been. A huge variety of options to play with in the matter of seconds, right? Look at that one. And finally this one. 5 cards we made in 50 minutes, and I talk a lot, so I would say on average 7-8 minutes. This is a must-get product. If you really want to make easy cards, this is the way to go. And on top of that, you can absolutely get your kids to help you. You can work with scrapbooking with this. This is an amazing, amazing suite. It's lovely all around. And I didn't even start using these, right? Like, oh my God, you know? No, that's too dramatic, huh? But yeah, I mean, there's so much. Oh, this, look at that. Oh my God, look at that beauty. That looks gorgeous. Now you can see it better. I think this is a must get. You don't want to miss it. Go down below and click the link to get the suite. I'm going to put everything separated. I'm going to put the suite. I'm going to include just the memory card, just the I call this, just the envelopes and the card bases. I'm going to put everything on it, and you guys can pick and choose what you want. But again, super simple, super easy, simple cards, but absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. My dog's here, because why not? If you want, go ahead and send me an email to Maria's Crafting Corner. I can send you the catalogs. I can also chat with you about the benefits of being a demonstrator. You don't need to actually demonstrate. A lot of people just are in because they can get they get a 20% of discounts, and then there's a lot of stuff, benefits, not stuff, benefits to work with, that you get. So I am just saying, this is awesome. Look at these cards. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do leave me a comment. I hope you like these options. I'm going to distribute them. Right? They're too beautiful just not to see them. There you go. Super simple. Do me a favor. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hey, a red thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Okay, let me do this. Let me go back in here. There you go. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like the general content of the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to get to know when I'm uploading videos or when I'm live, which is every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.